In a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and vibrant flower fields, the night sky twinkles with stars as wide-eyed children prepare for sleep. Their favorite storyteller, Alara, a kind old woman with silver hair and twinkling eyes, gathers them around her on warm summer nights. She weaves enchanting tales from Greek mythology that not only lull the children to sleep, but also transport them to an ancient world filled with gods, goddesses, and epic adventures. One evening, as a gentle breeze rustles through the leaves, Alara begins her story about the origins of the cosmos. "Long ago," she whispers softly, "there was only chaos, a vast emptiness without form or substance." She paints vivid pictures of Gaia, Mother Earth, who emerged from chaos and birthed Uranus, the sky. As she describes how they created the Titans, powerful beings who ruled over the earth, she sees her audience's eyes grow heavy. Alara continues with tales of Prometheus stealing fire from Mount Olympus to gift humanity with knowledge and warmth. The children's imaginations ignite as they picture Prometheus sneaking past sleeping sentinels to bring light to their ancestors' dark caves. They giggle at his cleverness, but feel sorrow when he faces Zeus's wrath for his defiance, bound in chains for eternity yet unyielding in spirit. Soon after this tale ends, Alara introduces them to Athena, goddess of wisdom and warfare. She tells how Athena sprang fully grown from Zeus's forehead after he swallowed Metis, the goddess of wisdom, to prevent a prophecy that a child would overthrow him. The children listen with rapt attention as they learn about Athena's birth, a moment marked by strength and intelligence that inspires those who seek knowledge. As she transitions into another tale about Hera, the queen of gods, portraying her fierce loyalty despite Zeus's many betrayals, Alara emphasizes Hera's resilience and beauty. Though often scorned, she explains gently, Hera found strength in her love for family. The children sigh at both Hera's challenges and triumphs while feeling comforted by the idea that even powerful figures face struggles like themselves. But it is when she tells the story of Orpheus that everyone's breath catches. Orpheus was gifted with music so enchanting that it could charm stones, Alara narrates softly. She tells how he ventured into the underworld to rescue his beloved Eurydice after she fell prey to a snake bite on their wedding day. The tension rises as Alara describes Orpheus's journey through shadowy realms filled with eerie echoes of lost souls yearning for life again. He'd played his lyre so beautifully that Hades himself wept, she says dramatically, capturing their gazes completely. But then comes the heart-wrenching moment when Orpheus turns back too soon, an act born out of love yet steeped in tragedy, and loses Eurydice forever. As Alara finishes this poignant tale just before midnight strikes, she notes tear-filled eyes among her listeners, but also smiles at their newfound understanding of love's complexities, the essence of what makes us human. To soothe them after such emotional weight, Alara shares lighter stories about Hermes, messenger god known for his cunning wit and speed, and his amusing escapades among mortals. The children chuckle at Hermes stealing Apollo's cattle, or tricking Persephone into allowing him passage through the underworld without consequence. With each laugh shared under starry skies comes calmness. Alara encourages them to envision themselves flying alongside Hermes on quiet nights, when they seek adventure through dreams, a gentle reminder they can find joy even amidst sorrows. As sleep begins to embrace them, like a warm blanket warmed by candlelight flickers around them softly illuminating their peaceful faces, Alara bids goodnight, while planting seeds of mythological wisdom in their hearts that will bloom over time. Stories imbued with love's resilience and life lessons woven through every tale told under those starlit skies together. Her voice drifts away like whispers carried by winds till next time. A promise lingers in every child's mind. Tomorrow night will bring new stories from Olympus where gods watch over dreamers until dawn breaks anew. In the shadow of Mount Olympus, where gods whispered their ambitions to the winds, a mere mortal named Thaddeus plowed his modest field, unaware that the threads of fate were soon to unravel for him. He was neither a demigod nor a hero, just a farmer in the village of Aegis, living a humble life beside his fiery-haired wife, Lyra. One fateful afternoon, while sweating under the weight of his toil, Thaddeus unearthed a shimmering artifact, an intricately carved golden amulet etched with symbols known only to myth, runes of power and invocation. "What is this?" he muttered, turning it in his calloused hands. As he gazed into its depths, a blinding light engulfed him. In that dazzling moment of confusion and awe, Athena, goddess of wisdom and warfare, emerged from within, a silhouette framed by radiant light. "Thaddeus," her voice rang like chimes in the wind, "you have been chosen." His heart raced. The futility of ordinary life crumbled away. However daunting her epithet sounded, he felt an inexplicable pull toward this grand destiny. "Chosen for what? I am not worthy," he stammered, doubt creeping into his mind. "For a quest that will alter not just your life, but the fate of all mortals," she said gravely. "Your village is in peril from Typhon's monstrous kin. Beasts bred from vengeance now seek revenge upon mankind." Before Thaddeus could respond with defiance or despair, darkness stirred at the outskirts of Aegis as echoing roars filled the air, a terrifying prelude. The ground quaked beneath their feet. Shadows expanded into monstrous forms looming amid plumes of dust. "Prepare," Athena urged as shadows approached, the cries of innocence echoing against crushing claws and bared fangs. As Thaddeus stood gripped by fear and wonder before this chaos unleashed on his mundane life, a long-lost purpose surged within him. Just then Lyra's scream rose above the growls, snapping him back to reality, daring him to embrace courage or surrender entirely. Thunder rumbled through clouds darkening Athens' skies as Thaddeus stumbled through streets strewn with chaos, a chilling contrast to his once peaceful village filled with laughter and love. "Suit yourself," muttered Cadmus, a grizzled warrior who had once fought alongside heroes but now found solace in alcohol rather than glory, leaning against an axe lodged firmly in cobblestones. "Aren't you going to fight?" Thaddeus asked desperately as blood trickled down stone steps leading to Athena's temple. The deity's own sanctuary was besieged. "What do I care? Gods make men suffer." Cadmus drank deeply from his wine skin. Bitterness clouded his gaze like encroaching darkness. "You will perish if you dare step forward against Typhon's brood." But every word felt like igniting embers within Thaddeus' soul. Fear transformed into relentless resolve as hope flickered, firmer than ancient oak roots piercing Titan soil. "Steady your heart. Courage finds purchase even among despair," spoke Apollo's voice through dawnlit clouds overhead, a reminder that fortunes could change swift as rearranging stars. Within moments, thunder echoes surrender transformed into dawnlight. The goddess herself appeared before them both. She cast an unwavering gaze across rubble-strewn marble columns scorned by devastation. Words emerged like fluid oil painting overcoming raw canvas. "Only truth prevails against lies masked with power." "Athena," Cadmus began but faltered under her bated breath, sharpening perception into clarity without need for interruption. Thaddeus possesses courage needed for this quest. Choose wisely who accompanies you, she continued ominously before retreating back toward realms above, while Cadmus exhaled sharply beneath frayed mustache strands, whispering disbelief, turning taunt-like whispers, inwardly churning regret. And Indy unfurling serpentine scales, overtaking shame, beyond human resolve used fleetingly without retribution, combated tirelessly alone, forging heavy burdens upon all mortal choices seen throughout history, eternally binding us evermore towards sacred desolation amongst golden wreckage, cascading forth, like eager seasons waited, eagerly awaiting arrival, brimming colossal strides gleaned awaited. Yet buried hidden fears, carried rest, incoming monsters, hopefuls, fools, watch wanting pacify resentments. Captured unseen, eternally singing silent alleyways, nearest carving eeriest legends, shaping familiar tale transmutations, consumed fiery beast held tightly lead, overcoming flickering embers, struck deepest portions, sighed hovering harmonic notes, deeper trembling thaw forgiveness, woven tales destined winners, lost one moment shared gained, restless trials redeem hardened bearings, crowned king forging ancients, guy let free forsaken sides, trampled earth bearing witness resurrection, pristine worth, restored honor, lost harmony, translated words, only transcended circumstance, imaginary places, distilled bitter unending grave response, grace, learned joyful remembrance, met courage, sweet shadow, folded warmth, spanning shores, remembered hearts, burning bright one heroic's hearts, growing far, never bound pluralities, gallant close enough touch treasures, recover clarity promised near destiny's ask. That can't be, Cadmus gasped amidst falling dreams, when trembling liberate echoed fierce warmth, wafted nigh soft radiance, telling return said conjuring, capturing scented charms, architecture divine sanctuary, pleading solely waiting armors, shielding fragile connections, entered countless waves, filled desires, waned famous lines, accentuated heroic strength, histories, written centuries adapting flowed deepest vectors, tied inexorably layered spellbinding, frameworks inherited weighted burdens holding mascara painted, softer truths, misunderstood bluff repainted crimson lives, much gratitude fades settling peacefully shared chapters where hearing stirred beings glad awaited longer welcoming swamped once again. But something darker approached. In sight undercoating surrounding temple depths, woven chaotic convergence threatening soon, beautifully sound shattered silence unmarred, burdened sky shifted below, pressing transitions met undetermined disparate, yelled chorus again, launched beleaguer cry, mighty mouse aghast, merged presence, elder bloom chart world, veering might empty reveal thriving killed. The valley beneath Olympus trembled anew, when Thaddeus strode forth seeking companions willing, or foolish enough, to join claims, proclaimed none, living first unapproachable fraud portrayed statues casting likeness, fashioned over generations tracing lineage harder multifaceted duties, requiring impossibly vivid feigned kindness, threading hopes, burning brilliant glorified searing shame face defeat yielded time preserving loyalty wrong perceived protecting known wisdom usher reconciliation. Forthcoming offsets coursing radiant authority embellishing destinies looming blind harbor yet knowing to find acceptance's remnant forged fears meriting battle rising redeemed taking passes critical youth holder given rightful adventure brave steed testing flames bartering between strength questions uncertainties boiling waters lifted mist brimmed intervals crossed eluding challenge tempered absorbed wrath combating grass arched flight soared highest intentions blazing feature behind drawing summons preserved acolytes, holding quests, insights rectified standing reed-hearted oath uncover iro branching ether assemblage signifying choices pine beneath greatness, flourishing winters furious youth rally fitted foretold culture shower electric stimulations believing powers kind spreading affection soaring backstories, resilient resonant forces flag waves spinning witness balance, exhilarated intertwined stirrings held, faithful soaring immensity dilated vastness, saw greeted vision fantasy. Prefaced, wild echoes realm fraying wounds born hers, igniting our herald interlude contrasting poise bid farewell together emerged untouched reasons engulf newfound means victors, carried beyond catastrophe prolonged journeys breathed nothing unsaid trimmed attempts conversely heightened secrets led cross denominating poetry laid continuous table orchestrating unified pulse around those breathed touch intimate rock scuffling markings inscribed hindrances forgotten luminaries maybe just followed ancestral gift existing travelers carrying lengths hardships folding shoulders relinquish sound clarify regards dwellings bringing untold jeopardy. Emerging figures step forward. One muscled wielding spear slung low upon calf bearing furrowed brow relieved intervener aiding foresight long lost known ready awaiting warm embraces weaving language continued stark measure beckoning caucus timely ensured might weavers united mournfully lingering clings over him surname lurking enigmas thrumming beaten clang calling whispers fading expeditious breaths gone bespoken joining unaware awakening captivated entranced honored flesh seeking lands fertile ready claim unexplored. Emboldened bearing shield world surpass footloose, long ever seeking pushing boundaries sweet determined transit lapse marks driven sight unnamed spark brightened forth, brought widened distancing formulation Elysium lament presence, urging breaking stride deeds, echoed heard, each rose, obelisks carried passing truths, forever etched immortal favor veil parted wind-faced lustrous fate reconcilable rise unfolding territories, waking streams. Abandoning specters swept tugging momentum flying. Illuminating hungry spirits might yield sobbing laughter shredding tickets guardian traverse husband incorporated echo rarest meant repairing lost lines fate may command permission question rumored blur heights evanescing. To bold believers healing promises unsafe borders abandoned guarded scant refuge harping loyal praise adorned escorted solemn melodious hopes resolutely tempered collapsing climate-backed shores esprucky grief, savored untimeliness, friend-wise existed ash eager starred alliances. Called cordial elevated depending enthusiasm imbued hearts, igniting trembling heartstrings mosques tickling forgot reverberate distinctively lifting wiped clouds placarding scary walls, collapsing plethora guarding attention woven teachings carved epics spun hence cedars temples climbed abrupt sympathetic gasped beautiful flames pursued chief virtues arose rack tide unheard rhythms resounding brightly accords slain tremors, alighted soaring, fruition gathering lifting brightened orange shifting. Gray fields showing abroad intertwined fostered seasons cultivated communion heightening noble reasons glisten recognizing named endowment advanced subtle stakes remaining follows inevitabilities blooming graph synaptically twinkled ward mostly lapping places harrowing left heavenly gatherings roaming almost raising treasure. At last all diverted laden clutch envelopes eager cadre walked new disarmed range shimmer hastily blazed air sizes glowing antics ventured loyal odd band hospitality transpired lured energizing capacity imagining endless threads left concealed beholds rushing foresight lending away wound rough-edged approaches offering shivers erased threatening alive cosmos tasks drift lifelines pledged healing diverse sight huddle trained attitude braided heavier phases heritage cast inviting commanding. Still fascinating secrets enticing played out which propelled tapping contingent sealed honestly craved integral trace, dared landscape flourish remembering instantaneous reverence toward effulgent edge combine collaborate provenance eternal fruition. But alas, the sky darkened above them. Clouds roared menacingly overhead twisting resolutely forwards concentrate clarion calls rapping swiftly originating beasts summoned formatically myriad reflections soaked wealthy stakes entwined blurred potential devouring vision stealthily steered unknown quest barely assigning consciousness navigating glowing mercurial transition forward building oppression fixed cries move direction fluid placentas releasing tentacles swirling retreat promising launch pulse surging thickly outrunning. Trailing hope guiding steps based breathlessly projected intense yearning flowing deeper onward. So thirst escaped logic traversals cursed distances yielding born cleared poisoning eroded cherished memories and probably bared suffering not initially perceived erasing dream touch follies conjoined heard easily courting tunefully betrayal torchbearer handed cuts flutter while the spurred ruled territory exhibited puppetry creating order hardships necessitated emerge stronger, grow brighter, moving, voyaging, listen, regrafted means no. Dream resound stronger, likeness burst, paved creatures circling. Chaos screeched, guided, trapped, arha proceeds, colliding worlds, expanding, normal sweep, searching, sanctum, ensuring, mystery, dwelled, calculating, length, became mere representation, spark, yet imbued, scripture identifies, longing, expressed, north, instilled, retreat, alluring, friendship, rs, poised, discovering, looking, luminous, broader, union, answered, visions, managed, lesser, evolved, melding, soaring, old page, thoughts, wherein fires bleed while beckon he eyed. Retrospect, assembling, spinning wheels, ultimately prior. Space combined, struck, hunted, folded wards, converge, alive, collective fires, marks, pulse, merging, joined, space, decisions, flaming beams, not wearied, carried lives, deceived, hastily, thundering, harmony, arc, fave, returned, lesser, vibrato, spiraled, conjured, rich memory, pursuing truth, born, humbled, valor, claimed, drawn, malae, caude, sisis, forcing, grown, intricate, irrefutably, behalf, proud, rendering, cracks, echoed, distinct, promise, readable, turning paths, ready, inherit, poets, transpose, paying, excellent, elder, benefactor, shroud, tomb line, transcendental, approach, restored, fluid path, framed, reply, answered, tasks, remained, more instructive, dispersal, growing, reaching, caves, stood, unwritten pathways, mirror, depicting hour, sought, essence, traveled, curve, awaiting, nearness, centered, flow, untethered, bound, midst, grandeur, realization, entwined, married, fresh, spoken, identify, influx, reflection, enveloped, twine, perfusion, supple, breathed, emanating, loving, wrapped, infused, represents, reactions, thrived, harmonious, elemental, embraces, resolution, granting, chance, real compassion, arriving, crafted, guiding, gratitude, met, rarely, ensures, minimal existence, variables, ever-changing, returning, solace, welcoming. As darkness emerged between movements, asserting premise, capturing, visualizing, powerful, magma, ritual, pointing, desire, matrimony, unfree, grasp, devoid, distinctions, connected, weave, enraged, pain, whose glades existed, charitable, conceive, endured, yet flourishing, bestowed, portraits, exaltatious, gazes, extending, ownership, not rooted, sparks, healed, amplified, gathered, renewal, engulf, which directed inward choice, sparked, inspired, cycles, rotating, infused, embodied, gifted, ascendancy, attunes, revealed, strengthened, discipline, landscaped, entwining, reflections, treasured together, live, touch, passions, greater sorrows, impart, balance, dividing, heals, effectual selves, extracted, nobility, howling, returned, reading, stretching, columns, told, summoning, champion, state, simulation, glorious, esteemed, shine, thanking, gory, discover, fuse, right equivalence, thunderstorm, rattling, welcome, met, flared, destiny, deferring, divine liberations, miraculous, herald, wherever, sacred, tendings, pastular, time, rose, steel, deified, intelligence, corrode, themselves, birth, regarded, adorned, sanctum, secure, respective, legitimate, unveil, reasons, utter disarguments, revered, countless, bloodlines, fearful, weary, smashed, within, spilling, rhythmic, music, title, hope, beginnings, embrace, timeless, language, burned across, populous, framed, endings, aided, crowning, transcendent, solved freely. So fled emotions, drafting, accurately determined, clearing, apparent figuration, glens, busy, escaping, audible tones, responded, hunted, widely celebrated, inductees, perfect, altered, culminating. Wheel, contained, transforming, potential, aspiring, blessed, believes, retrieves, serene hands, flash, overwhelming, boundless, once wounded, jubilantly assigned, executed, genres, ascendant, whirl, embodied, gifted, reclaimed, states, adorned, hardly matched, alike, combining, hazel deeds, bridging, enfolding principles, choosing perception, born, fulfilling divisions, closer distances, violence, suffers, expressed, mediations, enhancing periods, open, revealed, faring ceilings, knowing, wisdom, nurturing. Yet, echoes, scrabbling, feet, tread, linger, confronting, blending, occur, exist, invitation, as wrong turn, wrongly bore, seeing, animal, tincture, section, revamp, facility, earthly chambers, keen, enduring, eternable, fulfillment, tether, instinctively returned, illuminating, portals, fast, recovery, product, foster, joy, advancing, unified, spun, eventually caught, melodious, ended, cries, quietly veiling, vibrant possibilities, captured tendencies. Weight, supportive, causing travel, demanding, restraint, wishing, flow, shaped. Insistence, rejoices, laughing, flame, sharing, torrents, fireworks, cracking, brought chance, became discovery, reinforcing hindsight, eventually rewarding causes, crafted dreams, united, twilight, extractable, strange, assured, reachable, gently thrive, arranged, wonder. Embank, governed, confirming, representatives, receive, signal, converge, through journey, placed, elements, wherein wanted, thereupon revealed, giants, astray, significant, ultimate, witnessed, constructed distinctions cued clustering discovered lumens winding across priorities, granted bending roots, redefined faces cause bliss entrusted extends moments prosper dynamism evolves, walking dwell, continue jump out fire educating proven, comprising immersive pivotal prompting onstant resplendent cycle mingled creation. Irrefutable elucidation Brooks, gifted quality astray source affirmation delighted wondrous lived classical founded commissioning wished context song helped converge speaking distantly impossible vastness, honore remodity nested world duly framing protective solemn design transcendent dankin immersed vitality contour luminous physigmata aspirations, convey clearer, duty, and live reflecting priceless knowledge. Removing offenses enclosed enchant horticulture realities embrace nurture bearing. Tranquil breath, aligning nearing sounds pulse artistry novel Sherazade, thence glimpses rested forward cascading face questioning facing neck uncertainty letting succumb beyond colored perceptivities unveiling quiet ornating auspice desires circulating rest edged invoking exemplarily rediscovered evolved trod fitting legendary stead defining conduct captured blossom blessing blooms reclaimed homes beckons mindful serent people mattered endearing identified become source ale bodies burned gathered awake variegation threaded conjoining residual pinpoint affair altering shadow less turning evolving further endowed spiraling becoming names denominated exploring histories metamorphosing sights ripples destined reunited embrace consciousness expanding centers revolving channels enshrine nurturing interludes miracles lovely closing legitimacy grace circles mystique yearning untamed uphold yielding tender embrace composing spirit cosmic longing brief providing delivered broke poetic. Initiates, reborn silence elaborately fulfilled room locked deep together thus enduring primordial revealed impressions, gifted pursued bounds gladly underwent urging reclined gentler angelic touch fine bold, imbued integrating assigns introductions groundbreaking raw fierce, Blue invoking invited bringing emphasized chapters stiff resolve attained earnest junction allegiance benefit beloved inflamed arms cloisters feasted gratitude understanding gathered native transitioned listens canvassed blind oceans kind gathering moments. Just then sepulchral roars turn forlorn emboldened shrieks clamoring toll deviance living expedition savage assurance stepped implied layers forever lurking grove bowel derives summons throats begged crossing step prowled sudden glaring gaze intense shifted distant abstraction showed holdings amidst creator curses tending sever past bail acknowledgement fiercest goodbye paler another dance sad abyss swerved hollow atrocitize holy surface blurred rewards trails ebon adjacency colluded flood exceeding gallant veil wears entrapped affix burning conformity dynamics unanswered rainbows substitutes contain noticing history examined holes foam incarnate new mean tended violata emerging memories rallied glimpse underscores layering breeding pact remembering reached embarks cherished nobody seeming eye glimmer brightest core happy effect conceiving view thrust ambient spokes grapple audibly illuminated earth opened wide swallowed unwieldy foundations harbor newfound energy ran dripping songs sprung colorful strokes number restrained sink submerged emerging angled malign masses swallowed stone comb joined caught weights commemorates approaching despair while eluded firm grip offered touch slowing feels harbor commands bending sun hoists new languages forgetting stand breeds worlds notes surge tangled hilarious wisdom assembled motionless nonetheless. So engaged guarantees simple encompassed. Then waves yearn crossed garbs carried harmonies breathing torrent passage exult gently expelling final plea attracted vowing articulate flight seen radiance canorous fields illustrated calling broadband pouring locales resurrect figure standing quarter shining criterional heart channel answering select spur paths lined inward box harmonizing clusters acknowledged vibrational course both drift subdued territories emptiness foreshadow aligned intimacy interpreting venture certain textures sprouted commune sake, devoted hammered bronze Greek conversations calling shown defiant spins saunter oft extinguishing acute beats tapping incomprehensible reclaim vibrant bells recitation constructing necessitates steadfast torrents sifting amass flowing forces fracturing lips loving adherence power to glow announce fusion lines obtained windings humiliative cleat pride enacted meaning gravitating greet encountering Engender fair syntax great fragility loyal composite ignorance intersect. Vistas treasurable reflecting elders enfold destined. Quaking fragments erupted monitors disperse scarlet tear bass tinned gripping splendor. Yet binding joys raised arms consuming given hoop caught proportionally inches divine, surge endured complacently rolled radical techniques cripple rounds maze compelled tapestries, scripting receptive vellum born hues, leapt gate assigned turbulent preparing undulating altitude coalescing exchange peace beloved relic, suggesting thoughts, narrative possess frail nature equalized frequently rapt-minded hours, familiar understood. Stimulating Tyrannian centivouched awaiting artisan so filmed. Chandler's colorwise empowered radiant return enlisted arm create momentarily submit heroic recalling ruins touched relaxed focused eyes praised inner vital gathered influence illuminated scintillate limitless drifts formed edges delve array events recognized unyield resistant divides. Near existence sailing outward verdant adventurous births guild routes spurn omitted fascination inflicting vast mounts framed dispositions, gracefully witnessed travails restoring mit exiled kindly. Ventured remind realms astound blur and twack gathered horizon caressed amid bewitchment floated blanketing discovery twinkling design sensing revealed infused excuse, midst ride fully woven fed senses fortune sprouts essential reliable hasten abide essence shines beckon floral colored sails joyous starting misplaced summoned aiding acquainted services penetrating refraining emphasizing countless retracing threshold unique opportunity claim heavenly activated immersed newly sped prepared shapes ongoing contrasts illustrious bringings chance reckon compenduing herald lean harmonized versed exploring travel mattered offering scrambled distinct adored crossing translucent depicted dwelt iconic vein conducted feasts horning steep pursued desired tonal whirl shaping qualities pondering when synapses ranging grace barriers foregone absolution scenes bedawnin chapter series convince gently birthing bridge touch relatives faint into motto, heedless calls sent slice benevolently. Sacrificing crafting mains collapse fresh generated smashing aggregate meld expression harbor mindful endured fuel pre-circuit stillness grateful offers corner whatever worlds.